Hi, welcome back to my channel, Sweet Random Talks, with me, your host, Erica. Yeah. And yeah, I know I haven't posted anything lately, and I have, videos and photo shoots and behind the scenes stuff that I have shot and I need to edit, and I will soon upload them up to you to see. However, that just hasn't been my main concern, and that's the reason for this video. It is Happy National Narcolepsy Day, and yeah, I have narcolepsy, and it sucks. It just sucks so hard, and yeah, and it's definitely been worse the last few months, to the point where I've not been able to work or sometimes even shower myself, and it's definitely been a hard thing to accept and deal with, especially being such an independent person. I would have to rely on myself for everything, and I think that's also why I pushed my body so hard. Even when I was not feeling well, I would keep pushing myself because I didn't feel like I had anyone I could rely on. And, luckily now I do, and that definitely makes it easier, but I feel like it just was something where you keep pushing yourself to the point where your body can't compensate anymore. Your body is, hey, you wouldn't take a break, so we're taking a break for you. And so, among a bunch of other changes in my life that I've had to accept and deal with, and it was kind of as if a huge bomb just like blew up and devastated the little shattered thing that was my world, and just trying to put the pieces back, and not necessarily with how it was, because things as they were weren't meant to last, and I knew that, and I was moving towards change to begin with. It just went a lot faster than I think me, my fiance, or my whole family, than any of us really thought things would go. And so, trying to manage with all this loss and changes, it's not the easiest pill to swallow, especially going from someone so independent to being someone who has to depend on somebody else. It's definitely not my forte. I'm not good at it, and I don't like it. I don't like it at all, and it's definitely caused me to really self-reflect and also really appreciate the days that I do feel good, because not only do I have narcolepsy, I have narcolepsy with cataplexy. And if you don't know what cataplexy is, basically like you laugh or you cry or you feel any type of strong emotion, even if it's not really sad or laughter, like basically your body, you just fall like a fainting goat, like. And sometimes it's straight up falling, sometimes it's just a little bit of clumsiness, sometimes it's just disorientation, or a little bit of everything. I've kind of had varying levels of cataplexy depending on how well I've been rested and got sleep, or medications. Like, there's lots of factors, let's be honest, yeah. And so I've been definitely taking a priority on my health, because it had gotten, worse and more unmanageable, and a part of it was my fault for certain things which, pushing myself through that I shouldn't have been doing. Not that I was doing anything wrong, it's just like, if you don't feel well, don't pretend that you're okay. Don't push yourself to the point where your body literally is giving out on you. Because is it really worth it in the end? I know I should say no, but sometimes it was, because I'm a very creative person, and, any type of modeling or acting, all those things, like, they were just so important to me that it was worth it to me. And I don't regret it, no. But it's also a realization that, you know, I can't do that to myself anymore. I have to take better care of myself, and that doesn't mean I can't follow and pursue my dreams. I just have to do it more smartly, and definitely come up with better solutions on how to get about doing things. So that's kind of what I've been doing, but also I've been doing a lot more doctor visits, seeing new doctors, new medications, new lifestyle changes, the works, like everything. And pretty soon I'm also going to be put into a educational hospital, because the thing is, when I found out I had narcolepsy, it was a relief, because I'd been dealing with narcolepsy my whole life, since I was a little girl, really. They've thought I've had all sorts of things, like retardation, autism. They thought I was just, like, slow. Yes, I was one of the kids on the short list, yes. They thought I had some weird, crazy allergic reaction to something. They thought it was, you know, seizures. Then they thought, because with that test that I took, or the test I took for that, okay, you're either in that little tube thing, or you just have a bunch of things connected to your head, and those tests were only like for 20 minutes. So it's like, if you don't show something in those 20 minutes, you don't have something, which, how often do things show when they're supposed to? Let's be real, okay? And so basically, then it turned into, you know, bipolar or schizophrenia or schizoaffective disorder, because, you know, unfortunately with narcolepsy, most people, it takes about an average of 6 years to get diagnosed properly, because, you know, when you say you have hallucinations, doctors pretty much assume usually that it is a mental health disorder versus it possibly being something else. And so I've definitely been on so many different medications that I don't even remember the names of them, just too many to count. And I was fortunate enough that, you know, I had an attack in the doctor's office, the one I would regularly see at the time, and by doing that, I was finally set onto the course to find out that I had narcolepsy and take the right tests. So, you know, thank you, Dr. Hoover. Like, you definitely changed my life for the better. And it was a blessing to know that's what I had, because then I knew how to deal with it, even though it was an incurable disease. I now had the knowledge, and I felt I had hope in living a better life, because I knew what it was, and I could make lifestyle changes, take medications to help manage that and reduce the amount of attacks and symptoms I was having because of it. And what to do when I did have those things, and how to explain it to other people, which unfortunately, even though I explain it to people, it still kind of falls on deaf ears. It's not something people see, so they don't understand, or they say it's something else. So it's not been easy in that department, as well as the fact that I guess when I, you know, found out I had narcolepsy with cataplexy, I thought, okay, that's what I have, that's it. I can finally get into a better health situation. And that was, you know, a couple years ago. And for a while, I was managing a lot better. I still had symptoms and attack symptoms, but it was like the amount definitely minimized, and it was doing so great until the last few months, where I think there's a lot more stress and things happening. Like, my whole life, basically, the one I had, like, ended in a way. And just like this whole new life that I kind of feel sometimes lost, and I have no idea what I'm doing or where I go from here. It's definitely an unsettling feeling, for sure. But, you know, also I'm hoping an opportunity for something great, because I've definitely been more creative. I now have an art gallery in Albuquerque right now for another week. It'll be up. You know, Albuquerque Red Door Brewing on Candelaria. So all of them are available for purchase, as well as I have a piece there that I am raffling. It's $5 a raffle, and it's gonna go until Sunday, where I pick a winner. So, you know, if you want to, you should be a part of it. And I'll put the link below for my art page and everything. So, but anywho, what I was getting around to is that I don't want to feel like I was just, okay. So as I was saying earlier, it's given me a lot more opportunities to be more creative, and I think be able to take my time with being creative because they're more on my own terms versus, having to go to all these auditions and everything. So I'm a lot less stressful, but I feel like it's like just been different, and just trying to look for whatever good things I have, like being so appreciative of the days where I feel good. Like, I never knew having good days would be so rare and in between. Because well, you can see me. I look young. I look healthy. So why do I have all these health problems? Like, it's not just other people who look at me and say, you're probably lying, or probably it's not as bad as, I'm saying or something. And I look at myself every day and I'm just like, how am I not able to do these things that should be easy? And it's so hard to take. And stop it, Balto! Sorry, my cat was attacking the lamp. Anyway. Cataplexy is... I'm just glad I didn't fall. Okay, anyways, moving on. I guess I thought that once I knew I had narcolepsy, I didn't think I would have anything else wrong with me. And, seeing, this new sleep doctor, it's like, yeah, you definitely have narcolepsy with cataplexy, but there's also something else going on. And the tests, I see all the tests you've taken before and everything, but because they're only within those certain time frames, you're not going to catch it probably if it's just only for like 20-30 minutes. Like, no, this is something where we need to really do like deep evaluation. And if we can't even, this is going to be a very difficult journey, and that basically they're not sure what else is wrong with me. They just know that something else is. And I was just like, are you like really like having an incurable disease and not being able to, like, that wasn't enough? And I guess not. So I have something else that I don't even know. And I am terrified. Especially having to go to a hospital within the next few weeks, being hooked up to machines for a couple of days, maybe a week. I really don't know. They haven't told me enough because they're still pushing the paperwork through with my insurance and stuff. But yeah, and it's like, okay, I'm glad that we're going to go to the hospital and that I'll be observed by behavioral analysts and doctors and stuff 24 hours. And I really hope that they find out what it is, because I've just been waiting so long. Like, I feel like since the beginning I've been, as in since the moment I came out of the womb, I feel like I've just been waiting to get better. And I hope that doing these tests will give us some clarity on what's going on with me. And if it doesn't, I just hope that it at least eliminates a lot of issues. So, wish me luck and, knock on wood. Because, as scary as it is, I'm just glad that this is all getting done. And I just wanted to share this story with everyone because, it's not the easiest thing to have. And I just, wanted to give out a shout out to people who have narcolepsy, or narcolepsy with cataplexy, and hey, I hope people will, be more empathetic and understanding, and also remember that just because you have narcolepsy with cataplexy doesn't mean that that's the only thing you have. So it's always good to get every possibility and everything checked out. We have to take care of ourselves in order to get better. And, we're all special, purposeful, important people in this universe. And it's important that we stay around and make this world the beautiful place it can be. And we can do that by taking all these bad things that happen to us, all the struggles we've had with narcolepsy and with our cataplexy and with our health and how dealing with it and day-to-day life, but also seeing how it affects the people who love you so much and that they can't help you, they don't know how to help you, and also waiting through so many different doctors, and also just having so many people be so unkind and so ignorant, and seeing how that affects not only ourselves but our universe. And hopefully by recognizing all those things, not only can we have ourselves learn empathy towards things that we don't know, we don't understand, but also have empathy towards people who don't understand. Because if you don't understand something, how can you have empathy? It's not something that's done purposely or to be hurtful. And I think it's just all about having a lot of forgiveness, patience, especially, because that will be our strength to get through all the hard times. And instead, I choose to not be a victim. Has it been hard? Yes, but I feel like I've been giving all this because I know I won't break, and I know that my biggest gift to this world is to make beautiful things that make people happy. And one of the easiest ways to display that stuff is with my art, and you know, I hope it makes other people smile. So yeah, that's all I have to say today, and you know, I will have more stuff coming up soon, and you know, keep your eye on me, and you know, be sure to hit the bell for notifications, and follow me on my Instagram page, my Facebook Sweet Random Talks page, and my Facebook art page. No, it's Mew Mew Art Muse, or the Instagram one, Mew Mew Art Muse. Meow. Yeah, and after my gallery, whatever didn't sell, I'll be putting on my Etsy account, so there'll actually be stuff on it pretty soon. So, you know, I have things I'm working towards, and I'll just stay focused on those positive, creative things. And I hope that, you know, this video has brought you some more understanding, and hopefully for some people, it just makes them feel not so alone. Because we're not alone. There's so many people who probably have this problem, they don't even know it yet. So, you know, let's just move forward, okay? And I have a feeling that everything is gonna move to a much beautiful, more happy place. I don't know, I feel it in my bones. Like right now, it sucks, like you're going through the mud, like, oh, like, you know, like the armor crawl under the barbed wire. It's like, it sucks balls, and it's raining, and it's cold, and you don't like it, and it's smelly. But once you're out of there, you have all that just off of you, and you can just like have so much more energy and room towards more happier pursuits and things to put our time and mental energy into. So that's what I'm hoping, and that's what I'm gonna believe. I'm gonna be fucking positive, motherfuckers. And you can't stop me. So I'm gonna go do some art and play with my cats, because that's what I do. And until next time, bye!